Hi everyone. So I'm here all alone at night. I'm so scared. Thought I'd record this with the camera. Maybe I'll give you an upshot so you can see my boogers. Maybe I'll start crying and have some snot running down my nose to make it so appealing. Oh my gosh, it's so creepy. Halloween just ended, so all the scariness with that, and there's been some creepy things going on around here, and I just thought, I'd talk to you guys, document this in case something happens to me, because there's some really weird stuff going on, but I just don't know, and I'm here all alone in my bed. Because that's me, single, in my bed alone. Yeah, there's some of you that are like, I hope you'd be alone in your bed. She who shall not be named, who's not here, is definitely like, yeah, you better be alone, otherwise there's going to be problems. Little disclaimer to family members, any of my cousins that are watching this that don't want to hear scary stories, now's where you're going to want to turn it off. But yeah, let me switch to regular mode. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. Figured I wouldn't subject you guys to the whole thing in night vision. So I thought it'd be a fun little kind of creepy way to start out this topic of discussion as I sit here in my bed. My girlfriend is she's a big scary movie person. She's big into the scary movies and everything, and so we've been watching scary movies lately, and I like them. I'm more picky with mine, because I hate when it's just gore for gore's sake. Like, you don't have to have gore for it to be a scary movie. So I hate gore, and I hate... I'm not big into, the evil... possession, devil kind of thing. I just don't do that. It's not my cup of tea. And it needs to be scary. There needs to be actual scariness to it. And that's another big thing, is not a lot of them scare me. There's some out there that they will have jumping moments. Something will come up and I'll jump, but it's more of a startle instead of a scare. So, if you can find a good scary movie for me, that's what I like. I really like good scary movies. I lean more towards the slasher flicks. Because that's, for me, generally, what I'm scared of. Growing up as a child, I wasn't scared of the boogeyman or the monster under my bed. No, I thought that I was more afraid that somebody's going to smash my window, take me, and cut me up into little pieces. So that was me as a child. Stranger danger was very, very much instilled in me. To the point that I was moved down into my own room on the first floor when the rest of my family slept on the second level. And I was in the front of the house. My room was at the front of the house, and I eventually left because I couldn't stand sleeping down there because I was so freaked out that somebody was going to come and take me. Monsters, yeah, not so much. Because Halloween just ended, and there's all, the ghost stories that come about, and everything, things like that. And I thought I'd talk about that, and ask you guys, do you guys believe in ghosts? Do you guys, and kind of that type of stuff. And I know this isn't as serious, like I said in the last post, gonna kind of lighten things up, switch things up, change it up a little bit, go back to what I really intended this channel for, is a variety of things, variety of topics, and it's been pretty serious for a while. I've had some joking around on it, but I figure, let's kind of lighten things up, have some fun here, and so this is kind of one that, kind of one of the funner ones. And yes, I did say funner. You have an issue? We can fight about it. Bring it. I'll take y'all on. Like I said, if you're if you're my cousins, you may want to turn this off. You may not want to hear some of these stories. It may freak you out. And I kind of want you to come to Grandma's. Not stay away. She needs people to visit. Desperately. Have you guys experienced any ghost stories? For me, I kind of laugh it off, but I talk about this a lot. Like here, I live with my grandma. It's my cousin and I live here, and we have things constantly missing, or things get moved, and none of us do it. And I believe them. Like I like to trust people unless they give me a reason not to trust them, and my grandma and my cousin have not given me a reason not to trust them. So we have things that go missing. We have, there's a bunch of different stuff. Nothing really big, huge, but yeah, it's been interesting. We've had articles of clothing, food goes missing, just a bunch of different things. And so, but it's very inexplicable. And so we've kind of joked about it being the ghost. There's a ghost here that takes the stuff. The first time I heard something was I was home alone in the shower, and yes, I live it was a condo, and there were people above and below, but I know those noises, and those, when they're going around in one of the places, units above or below us, it's different than when it's in our apartment. There's different noise. It sounds differently. And so I know the differences. Well, I was in the shower and I heard somebody come in, start walking around our place. And I was just like, okay, everybody should be at school and work right now. Nobody should be here. And so I started looking around. I was like, if somebody's in the place, what am I going to do? What do I have to defend myself? I'm like, okay, I got my razor blade. I can slash at them with that, but that may not be the most effective, so let's hopefully that... And I was like, and I don't really have any clothes, didn't have any clothes in there, because it was just right off my room. And I was like, there's no need for me to bring clothes in. So I thought maybe that sight may be enough to scare them, hopefully. So I got dressed. Nobody left. Went out there, and no one was there. And it happened several times, and there were people there too. It wasn't just me alone. And other people heard it, and some of my friends were like, what was that? And I'm like, oh, it's just the ghost. They're like, what? And so then that got them all freaked out, and they went and investigated, and there was nothing there. And and I told them, we just have a ghost that likes to wander around. Similar things happened at my next place. Well, they've happened here too. Like I said, things have gone missing. And one time, it was about a year ago, it was during Christmas time, and my grandma had gone back to my aunt and uncle's to visit with them for Christmas vacation. My brother was up with my family, and so it was just me here. And so I was here alone, and nighttime came, got into bed, and I'm sitting there, trying to go to sleep. And for me, I struggle with insomnia. So as I'm sitting there trying to go to sleep, it's taking forever. All of a sudden, my bed, it's a bunk bed here. It's a futon bunk bed. Well, it starts shaking. It started moving and creaking as if there was somebody in the top bunk moving around. I know that sound because when my brother was living here, he was on the top bunk, I was on the bottom. And it sounded like he was up there. Well, I know nobody was up there. So I was like, okay, Somebody's in that top bunk, but nobody's up there. Alrighty then. For me, I kind of joke around with it, because I've had some experiences that little bit kind of creepy, and have freaked some people out. I hear noises, and things like it happened. There seems to be a ghost that has been following me for the last couple of years, wherever we've lived. For me, I've seen horror movies. I've seen scary movies. So what did I do? I rolled over, pulled the covers, tucked myself in, and worked on going to sleep. I'm like, I'm going to ignore that. Whatever's up there, whoever's up there, let them stay up there. I'm not checking it out. Because that is the problem. That is the problem. If you hear a noise, if you think you see something, if you see somebody that's not supposed to be there, do you go check it out? No, 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 no. You don't go check it out. You go the other way. You ignore it. You pretend you didn't see anything. Because that is where it gets you. That's how they get you. You look at the movies, and they're fine until they start investigating that ghost. And then that ghost comes and haunts them and kills them. That is why you do not investigate. And that is why I did not. I was like, whatever is there. And I'm not turning this into a horror story. I will survive because I didn't look at it. I didn't check it out. So that's why I'm here telling you this story. You know, things like that have happened. I've had a lot of kind of weird experiences. So, just seeing what you guys had. What you guys think. Post a comment below. You know, give me a shout out, whatever. Like, tell me your stories if you have them. I think that would be kind of cool and fun to hear. Hope everybody's having a great holiday season. You guys are the ones that I do this for. You know, it's a fun thing, but I've got other things too that I could do, and I'm like, sometimes I sit there and think, oh, I don't want to do this, but I'm like, there are people watching. I know it's not a lot. I don't get a ton of viewers, but, you know, you guys are the ones that do watch, and I've gotten some feedback that you like it, so I keep going. So it's for you guys that I do this. Hope you guys like it. Hope you have some fun, get some entertainment, or spark some thoughts, or, you know, whatever it is. So remember, like, post, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Follow me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I got my public page, The Michael Timothy Show, and I'm also on Twitter. I believe it's Michael T Speaks. Information is in the below, whatever's down here below this video. Not my nether regions. The video. You nasty, nasty people. Have fun. Thanks for sticking in through the scary part. I think it was probably really scary and terrifying. You guys got a really big close-up of me. So, yeah. Peace out. I don't know, that's stupid. I really gotta come up with some kind of ending. Everybody else has endings. So, I don't know. I never know how to end these things. But, so, it's going to end now. Awkward ending.